Hello everyone, and here's a Wi-Fi battle I had against as Chris from Serebii chat. So he's gonna lead off with a Gengar, and I'm gonna lead off with my Smeargle. He's gonna hit me with a Sludge Bomb, and I'm gonna just take that because Smeargles are amazing, and I'm just gonna paint all over his face with my tail. After I live with this Focus Sash, I'm gonna hit him with a Spore, and that Gengar's gonna go to sleep, and that's awesome because Gengar are cool beans. And I'm gonna set up Stealth Rex on the Switch as he goes out to this Donna fan and hits me with an Ice Shard, and that's because Leonardo's awesome. So I'm gonna Lucifer here, and he's gonna switch to Snoopy, which is like, what? A Snoopy? That's not a Snoopy. That's definitely a Gyarados. I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Ice because I wanted to hit that Don fan with the Hidden Power Ice, but he just is like, no. Nuh-uh. So I don't want to take a Waterfall, so I go to Nightmare, and he predicts that very nicely. He goes with Dread Dance, sets up an attack and a boost, and things are looking down for me. Because I don't know how to deal with a +1 Ghost. So I get my Toxic Orb, and I try to go for the sub, but he taunts me. I didn't think he cared the taunt, because, yeah, that's why. And he goes for the Earthquake. I know I can take that because it is not very effective. I'm hitting with a Seed Bomb, and I was like, oh my god, he died, and then I got a crit, and I was like, yay. But he was all like, aw. So then he goes into this, Houndoom, or Holland Hund, whatever. I know he's gonna go for the Flamethrower, so I switch into my choice Scarfed Infernape, and I'm gonna be all like, yeah, I could take flamethrowers, and then I was like, damn, that flamethrower did a lot of damage. He predicts my close combat and switches into Gengar, and I'm like, I'm just spamming close combats because I thought he would switch predicting my switch, but no, he's not switching. So I eventually just like, you know what, I'm gonna switch, and I go out to my Nightmare here as he's fast asleep because now I know I can set up on his face. So I go for that sub, and he, I think, wakes up, yeah, wakes up this turn, hits me with the Sludge Bomb, and I'm all like, psh, psh, Sludge Bomb. I could take a Sludge Bomb. It's not a big deal. I mean, it is just a Gengar, so I go for the Seed Bomb, and I'm like, he's just gonna die from the Seed Bomb, and then I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. I was like, oh, okay, just a Sludge Bomb. I could take a Sludge Bomb, no big deal. It's just a Sludge Bomb. And now, um, hmm. I guess, no, I can't. So, I go into Lucifer as he goes into Alan, and I'm like, yeah, close combat up in this bitch. I predicted Hitch into that thing, because, you know, I'm just that awesome. He wanted Flash Fire, and I'm like, no Flash Fire for you. So he gets into Down Fan, and I don't want to take an Earthquake, so I go out to Mrs. Bates as he sets up Stealth Rocks. Late game rocks. So, I get my Flame Orb, and this is a Psycho Shifting Cresselia. I'm gonna Psycho Shift him. This Burn Flame Orb, yeah. And he roars me, and I'm all like, bitch, I could take roars. And he roars out to my Gliscor, and I'm all like, Gliscor is gonna do some damage here. He goes for a nice shard, and I'm like, that's no big deal. You're burned. It's not going to do that much damage. And just like I said, it does no damage, and I could just set up a Swords Dance here. And yeah, this is looking pretty good for me. He's getting his burn going on. I'm getting my Earthquake going on because I take too much damage with him. Like, I don't have other Swords Dance because I have too much damage. And I know he's going to roar after seeing my Swords Dance, because he would think I was going to Swords Dance again, but I'm all like, nope, gonna hit you with an Earthquake just to do some damage. So he's about almost dead, and, I know he's gonna hit me with some sort of business, so he hits me with an Ice Shard, and I'm all like, that did like 4 damage. Just kill him with a Psychic, and that is fine and dandy. He goes out to this Gengar, and I'm all like, oh, I could take a Shadow Ball. I think. I hope. So, health went down, health going down, and I live. And I take him out with a Psychic. And that is just excellent. I live with 49 HP, and I'm just gonna leave him in for here. But he decides like he's gonna make a stupid decision and goes for the Earthquake, predicting a switch, I guess. I'm all like, nope, fodder. And I went for rest and got all that health back. He goes for an punch, and that will be to no avail, as that does like 90 damage. I go for a sleep talk, and I actually get Psycho Shift. I love when that happens. So now he's asleep. I'm all awake and burned. So I'm gonna switch out here and go into my Gliscor and just rock this thing's shit with an Earthquake. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So he's asleep. I'm just gonna go straight for the Earthquake. I know when you shift to sleep, or at least it's like it, they wake up really quick. I think it's just because I think it might carry over the sleep turns from rest, so that was like one turn was already gone, so that was the second turn, so he only had one more turn, and then he was going to be awake. So I do a Breloom of his own, and I go out to Mrs. Bates, and I know that Breloons are going to want to Spore and set up substitutes, so I switched to Mrs. Bates because Mrs. Bates is burned. And I know I can take a Focus Punch because I'm really defensive and it's not very effective. So my main goal with Cresselia is just to take out a substitute. So that Focus Punch does like 100 damage. And after burn, that's going to do a lot. He goes for the Seed Bomb. And I was hoping I could live a Seed Bomb, and I actually do. And I hit him with a Psychic, and that is going to do a lot of damage. And actually take him out, which was pretty surprising because I have no special attack EVs in this thing, but yeah, that was a good game, Chris, and yeah.